Alright, moving on. The new Modi government is doing a lot to make it easier to do business in the country, but it seems to have miles to go before India's ranking in this area improves significantly. That's the word coming in from captains of Indian industry, including Sajjan Jindal, Dilip Sanghvi and Tulsi Tanti, who together command a market capitalization of nearly 5 lakh crore rupees. However, speaking at a conference on how to build a new India organized by Antique, these industry captains agreed that the government's efforts would not amount to much unless corporate India pitched in as well. Here's a list of areas they believe have seen some progress and some areas where a lot still needs to be done.
Up the confidence level that we are with you, we want to support you, we want industry, we want manufacturing, and that is what this government over the last, whether it's the Prime Minister or his colleagues, they are giving this confidence back to the investor community, and that's, I think, the first very important step. Last in the UPA 2 where we suffered was that there was no clarity of thought whether the government wanted projects to happen. One wing was saying, or one arm was saying that we have to move forward, and the other one was saying no, we have to go back. Now this government is putting all those things into order. And similarly on the mineral, on the ordinance that they issued on the iron ore and the mining minerals, there also it's become very clear that now it will be through the auction route, that through transparency route that this mining will be done. So I think over the next 2 years, my belief is that all these large projects which are mineral-based projects will get sorted out.
The signals are very clear that on the ground demand has yet to pick up, and until I think the demand really picks up, I think the consumer industry is still not feeling the positive vibes that we see in the environment.
We see that availability of graduates from college who are employable is limited. So typically most of the people that we hire, they go through an extensive training program. So I think the important focus before we can become a supplier of products globally is to look at education, create capacity in our education system to generate employable youth. On another side, you have industry problem of not getting enough people of the skill that they require. So we have to find a way to bridge this because manufacturing, unlike services, will require specific skills and capability for us to succeed and to be able to compete globally. The other issue is the issue of innovation for our business. Philosophically, as a country, we've never given premium for original thinking. And it's easier to copy, it's safer to copy because you have less risk of failure.
We don't have very quick redressal system on dumping. So when, for example, let's take an example of Russia and Ukraine, where their currencies have crashed by nearly 100%. They've become double of what it used to be. And demand within Russia and Ukraine has collapsed. So they are now dumping steel into India. So our government does not have a very quick mechanism, or even the industry is not prepared to apply to the government to take a very quick action on this redressal, to bring in countervailing duties or bringing in anti-dumping or safeguard duties. So now the industry is working together to create this concept, and thereby we are already in discussion with the government.
I think lot of bureaucratic restrictions in research. So for doing animal experiments, for import of large animals, for let's say doing phase 1, phase 2 studies, human studies, simple issues is that let's say when you're doing clinical trial for a cancer drug, let's say prognosis of patient will die within, say, some virulent cancer will 3, 4, 5 months. So there would be some deaths in the clinical trial. Possibly because of the drug, the number of deaths may be lower than what it would have been otherwise if they were not treated. But the regulatory process that is now in place for any company to do clinical trial in India and the kind of what you call onerous responsibility on the sponsor for any kind of potential, say like normally in India you can't do a placebo control study. Now globally you can do placebo control study. So large number of unrealistic restrictions prevent the industry to be able to invest in research.
The 2-3 policy initiatives already government has taken, which has accelerated the investment into the industries. So that is moving in the right. But still, when we see the size of the target versus the momentum is not good enough. I think 200 gigawatt targets, and even countries' future requirement 30% energy, we have a home resources, wind and solar. It's a huge potentiality is there. We have a technology in-house within the country. We don't require dependency on technology. So that competency, we are exporting technology to develop economy also. I think the more focus area is required, the financeable PPA, number one, the priority, and security of the payment. Because that is the key bottleneck of the unlock the size of the market.
And you can catch that entire interview on YouTube/CNBC TV 18. Time for a quick break, but coming...